Greetings. Uh, my name is Amit Kanade, and I am the Regional Head South India for Quinn Consulting Services. And I welcome you all for Quinn Talk Show. Today, I have a very special guest speaker on our show, Mr. Vivek Joseph. Vivek is a Asia Pacific Business Director for PeopleCert. As you all know, PeopleCert is an IP owner for ITIL, Prince2, and lot of other certifications associated with that. In today's focus discussion will be on IT service management and proposed certification paths for different personas as far as the diversified business domains are concerned. So, welcome Vivek in our talk show.
Amit, thank you very much for having me. It is really
Thank
glad
you.
to be here again and having this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you, Vivek. So let's delve into the first question. So what is the pathway for information technology manager certification as far as the ITL4 or IT service management certification path is concerned? So can you throw some light on this, Vivek?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much for this, Amit. IT Information Technology Manager, or the IT Manager as we commonly call it, is one of the key focus areas for us when we are looking at it from an ITIL perspective. Before I talk about what are the certifications that are required for someone who is aspiring to be an IT manager or someone who is already an IT manager, let us take a step back and understand what are the roles and responsibilities of an IT manager.
Okay.
Now, I'm using the term IT manager in a very broad sense because within this particular space, there are multiple specialities. There can be IT managers who focus only on infrastructure, who focus on operations, who focus on security, or they can also focus on just managing the service level or application development. So there are various buckets within the IT manager role as such, but I'm using the term IT manager in a very broad sense. And from there, we can talk about what are the certifications that are relevant for all of these personas within the IT manager. Now, the key responsibilities of an IT manager is to directly manage and oversee the end-to-end functionality of the IT services and operations, which would mean that on a day-to-day basis, they will have leading team responsibilities. So team management will be there. They'll have to take care of everything that is there from a services perspective. So project management activities will be there. They will have to ensure that the systems and services are up and running as and when it is required. So knowing that aspect would also be there. Broadly, what an IT manager would do is to actually implement the decisions of the senior management and the strategies that are set forth by the CXO offices. The CXO office says that I want to do A, B, C, and D. The IT manager's responsibility is to ensure that there are adequate systems and services in place to achieve the objectives of the CXOs. They implement the decisions and the strategies that are set forth by the overall offices that manage the business. So with that as the backdrop, if we look at the kind of certifications that would be relevant for a IT service manager as such, would be the first one, in my view, is in the ITIL suite, drive stakeholder value. The assumption here is that the person has already completed the foundation certification. Drive stakeholder value would be one of the most important things, because this person will be taking care of stakeholders at various levels. One, at the CXO level, where they are talking to the CXOs, understanding what their priorities are, or the business owners also understanding what their priorities are, understanding the strategies, so they need to manage them. And on the other side, they are talking to their vendors and suppliers, they are talking to the teams, so they are managing multiple stakeholders at the same time. So DSV, or drive stakeholder value, would be of great importance to them, because they need to understand the requirements of each of the stakeholders and understand how to manage these things to ensure that the stakeholders get what they want in terms of the service delivery, in terms of people management, in terms of the system uptimes, in terms of the user experiences, and every aspect associated. At the end of the day, an IT manager would be the key person or the key bridge in the value co-creation that we talk of in ITIL in that bigger way. Other than DSV, the other important things that I would recommend to an IT manager would be MSF, that is the monitor, support, and fulfill.
Yeah.
This again is one of our practice manager certification bundles, in which we talk about all elementary, or rather important, fundamental blocks of service management, which will be incident, service, problem, event management, service desk, all of it. So as an IT manager will be managing every aspect of this and overseeing it, MSF would be some things that they should be really well aware of and should have complete hands-on knowledge. At the same time, I'd also recommend another certification, which is PIC, Plan, Implement, and Control. This is another set of practice manager certifications which are very relevant, because on a day-to-day basis, if any of the tactics change, if any of the strategies change, then immediately changes have to be done. All stakeholders have to be kept aware. It has to be deployed, managed, and controlled. And this happens in most of the new organizations on a day-to-day basis. So for an IT manager, DSV to manage stakeholders, MSF and PIC to plan, implement, change, monitor, and execute on the ground. These are the three primary certifications that I would recommend to help them become a complete manager who has a full control overview of how things are. Other than that, there are other things that I would also recommend. For example, direct plan and improve, DPI. That is another important thing that can be looked at. It can also be the acquiring and managing cloud services, because almost all organizations are right now on the cloud. That would be another one. These are some of the important certifications that I'd look at. And lastly, collaborate, assure, and improve, because continual improvement is the hallmark of everything that is done in ITIL. So I would recommend that as well. I hope this helps.
Yes. So this will help. And as ITL 4 has been launched in 2019, you have mentioned it is for the modern IT service management, which is in alignment of another best practices like Lean and Agile and the SRE. So this amalgamation of the certifications will definitely going to add a value to the business. So thank you, Vivek, for this insightful of the detailed answer.